being responsible for creating a human is undoubtedly the most laborious task a person can undertake. That is, of course, if you have the ambition to do it right. But apart from taking care of shelter, food and education, which is the basic minimum, what are the rest of the things a good parent teaches his child in order to give him a competitive advantage and at the same time give him the guide to become a happy, stable and fulfilled person? What are the challenges that we face in today's world? Let's explore this topic together. Being a parent is not just about the significant responsibility of providing food, shelter, and security for a child, the most basic needs of any living being. While these necessities are crucial for the development of a child's personality, they are merely the foundation. The more complex and substantial part of raising a future adult is what we broadly refer to as education. No private school, regardless of its prestige, can compensate for the lack of education at home. For today's parents, the responsibility for upbringing is far greater than it was for previous generations. Many of the skills we now need to impart to our children were not as essential in the past. It is no longer sufficient for children to simply read, write, and count. The rapid pace of modern life means that the rules and standards from just 20 years ago are now obsolete. Modern parents must be vigilant about far more issues than previous generations. This often leads to conflicts, as parents need to exert control and set prohibitions that were unnecessary for their own parents. To ensure our children can fit in adequately in society and grow up to be caring and good people, it is essential to teach them the following. Number 1, to manage well their time. Teaching children effective time management is a cornerstone for future success, profoundly impacting their academic achievements, personal development, and overall well-being. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to prioritize tasks, set goals, and manage time efficiently is essential. These skills help children handle their responsibilities without becoming overwhelmed, reducing stress and promoting a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. Children who master time management can achieve better academic performance by avoiding last-minute cramming and managing their study schedules effectively. This leads to improved grades and a deeper understanding of the material, fostering a sense of accomplishment and confidence. Moreover, developing self-discipline through time management allows children to focus on tasks without succumbing to distractions, a trait that is beneficial throughout their lives. By learning to manage their time, children become more productive and efficient, skills that translate into their professional lives and provide a competitive edge. Additionally, time management enhances problem-solving abilities, as it involves anticipating obstacles and planning accordingly, enabling children to navigate challenges proactively. Beyond academics and career preparation, time management fosters independence and responsibility. Children learn to take ownership of their tasks and understand the consequences of their actions, promoting personal growth and maturity. Balancing academic responsibilities with personal interests, time management ensures that children can enjoy leisure activities and social interactions, contributing to a well-rounded lifestyle and preventing burnout. Ultimately, the habits formed through effective time management in childhood lay the foundation for lifelong success. These skills become ingrained, guiding individuals through various stages of life and helping them achieve their goals. Teaching children time management is not just about managing the clock, it's about shaping a fulfilling and successful future. Number 2, to have financial literacy. Teaching children financial literacy is crucial for their future success and stability. In a world where financial decisions play a significant role in daily life, equipping children with the knowledge and skills to manage money responsibly is more important than ever. Financial literacy involves understanding basic concepts such as saving, budgeting, investing, and managing debt, all of which are essential for making informed financial decisions. By learning about financial literacy from a young age, children develop a healthy relationship with money. They understand the value of money, how it is earned, and the importance of saving for the future. This early education helps prevent poor financial habits and decisions that can lead to debt and financial instability. As children grow, these foundational skills enable them to budget effectively, prioritize their spending, and avoid impulsive purchases, ensuring they can meet their financial goals and maintain stability. Moreover, financial literacy fosters independence and confidence. Children who understand financial principles feel more capable of managing their own finances, making them less reliant on others for financial advice and support. This sense of independence is empowering and prepares them for the responsibilities of adulthood, such as paying bills, taking out loans, and planning for retirement. Financial literacy also promotes critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Children learn to evaluate financial options, weigh risks and benefits, and make decisions that align with their long-term goals. These skills are not only applicable to personal finance but also to other areas of life, enhancing their overall decision-making abilities. Furthermore, understanding financial concepts can reduce stress and anxiety associated with money management. When children are taught how to handle money wisely, they are less likely to encounter financial problems in the future. This financial stability contributes to overall well-being and reduces the mental burden that financial uncertainty can bring. In an era where economic landscapes are constantly evolving, financial literacy is an essential tool for navigating the complexities of modern life. It prepares children to adapt to changes, make informed financial choices, and secure their financial future. By investing in financial education for children, we equip them with the skills and knowledge necessary to lead financially responsible and successful lives. Number 3. To be emotionally independent. Teaching children to be independent is crucial for their emotional well-being and future success. Independence encompasses emotional resilience, the ability to let go of unfulfilling relationships, and financial self-sufficiency. These skills are vital for navigating life's challenges and fostering a sense of security and confidence. Emotional independence involves understanding and managing one's emotions, making it easier to let go of relationships that no longer serve a positive purpose. It also includes to never put someone else at the center of their lives and not to deposit all their happiness in one emotional bank, aka one person and relationship. To be emotionally independent also means to not be needy for someone's company, to feel good and complete by yourself, instead of always seeking an external entertainment. Emotional independence would teach them to not be desperate to fit in, which could lead them to a path of toxic friendships, vices and conformist mindset. It also involves teaching children that it's okay to move on from dying relationships prevents them from holding on to situations that cause unnecessary agony. This ability to let go helps them maintain emotional health and opens up opportunities for new, fulfilling relationships. Children learn that their self-worth is not dependent on others and they can find happiness and contentment within themselves. Number 4. To be financially independent. Financial independence is equally important. Regardless of gender, every child should be taught the importance of having their own money and a backup plan. This financial self-reliance ensures that they are never trapped in a situation due to economic dependency. Teaching girls to manage their finances and prepare for the future instills the understanding that marriage or partnership should be a choice, not a necessity for financial stability. By having their own money and a plan B, children grow up with the confidence to make decisions based on what is best for them, rather than out of financial necessity. Independence also cultivates problem-solving skills and self-confidence. When children learn to rely on themselves, they develop the ability to handle challenges and make decisions without undue influence from others. This sense of autonomy empowers them to take control of their lives, pursue their goals, and adapt to changing circumstances. In essence, teaching children to be emotionally and financially independent equips them with the tools to lead fulfilling and self-sufficient lives. It fosters resilience, confidence, and a strong sense of self-worth, ensuring they can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and assurance. This holistic approach to independence is a gift that will serve them well throughout their lives. Number 4, to control and navigate their emotions in a constructive way. Teaching children how to navigate their emotions constructively is essential for their personal development and overall well-being. Emotions are a fundamental part of the human experience, but without proper guidance, children can struggle to manage them, leading to ugly outbursts and reactive behaviors. By learning to understand and express their emotions in a healthy way, children can develop better relationships, improve their mental health, and achieve greater success in life. Constructive emotional management begins with self-awareness. When children are taught to recognize their feelings, they become more attuned to their emotional states and the triggers that cause them. This awareness is the first step towards managing emotions effectively. Instead of reacting impulsively, children learn to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. This ability to self-regulate prevents negative behaviors such as tantrums, aggression, or withdrawal, which can strain relationships and hinder personal growth. By fostering emotional intelligence, children learn to communicate their needs and feelings clearly and respectfully. This improves their interactions with peers, teachers, and family members, leading to more harmonious and supportive relationships. When children understand how to express themselves constructively, they are less likely to encounter conflicts and more likely to resolve disagreements amicably. Constructive emotional responses also contribute to better mental health. Children who can navigate their emotions are less prone to anxiety, depression, and other emotional difficulties. They develop resilience, which allows them to cope with stress and bounce back from setbacks. This emotional resilience is crucial for maintaining a positive outlook and achieving long-term goals. Moreover, learning to manage emotions constructively equips children with essential life skills. In academic settings, children who can handle frustration, disappointment, and other challenging emotions are more likely to persevere and succeed. In social settings, these skills enable them to build strong, supportive networks. In the workplace, emotional intelligence is highly valued, as it enhances teamwork, leadership, and problem-solving abilities. Teaching children constructive emotional management involves modeling healthy behaviors, providing a supportive environment, and offering guidance and strategies. Parents and educators play a critical role in this process by demonstrating empathy, patience, and effective communication. Encouraging children to talk about their feelings, validating their experiences, and teaching coping mechanisms such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and positive self-talk are all valuable tools. In conclusion, teaching children how to navigate their emotions in a constructive way is fundamental to their development and future success. It enhances their self-awareness, improves their relationships, boosts their mental health, and provides them with crucial life skills. By prioritizing emotional education, we help children build a strong foundation for a fulfilling and balanced life. Number 5. To communicate effectively. Teach your children from an early age the importance of good and effective communication. The quality of our communication determines the quality of our relationship. And the quality of our relationships determines the quality of our lives. The quality of our life determines how fulfilled we will be on this journey called life. Make sure they develop their emotional intelligence. Help them with guiding questions to correctly trace the root of their emotions and effectively voice what is troubling them on the right time and place. Like anything else, this is also done by personal example. What kind of communication do your children witness at home? Is there an effective one, or is there a sweeping under the rug of the things that worry us? Are things talked about in a calm and constructive way, in a timely manner, or do we wait for them to build up and then let off steam in an ugly outburst in the most inappropriate way and at the most inappropriate time? If you want to teach your children proper and effective communication, create the prerequisites for such. Take the time to devote to listening to them. Practice active listening. Respond to what is said, ask questions that show you are involved and interested. Show them they can trust you. Listen patiently, without criticism, and with a desire to understand. Show them that the things they want to share with you are important and interesting to you, and the time shared with them is valuable. And the most important thing for them to communicate effectively is how they hold their emotions in a state of affect. Here again you will be their beacon and teacher by your personal example. Do they see hysterical outbursts or a balanced, moderate and harmonious, smooth outpouring of emotions in your communication? Number 6. Teach your children love for books and ignite their curiosity about the world. Your children's brain is not a pot to be filled with, but a fire that you need to put a sparkle on. Show them to appreciate good literature. Obviously, that is not going to happen if all they see you do is scrolling endlessly in your social media or frying up your brain with TikToks. Children will do whatever you show them to do with your personal example. Teach them to appreciate the times we live in and the unique access to information we have. We have access to the wisdom of millennia, the wisdom of the greatest thinkers of all time, traveling to us, reaching to us and echoing back to us through the millennia, some of which is still relevant today, such as the principles of Stoicism. To have the unique opportunity to learn, stepping on the accumulated wisdom and experience of the greatest minds of previous generations, and to willingly renounce it, hoping that we will learn it all by ourselves on the principle of trial and error, is extremely presumptuous, arrogant, stupid and inefficient. Make sure your children get their cultural heritage. If it took 5,000 or 10,000 hours to write a book, prepare the material for it, do the research, etc., and you can buy it for the price of 2 hours of work, and read it in 10 hours, it saves you a huge time saver and at the same time opens your mind and expands your consciousness, because it gives you a view of the world through the microscope of another person's mind, another perspective and experience, different from your own. You can't possibly live so much different lives into yours, so reading is a great way to experience life through their eyes for a moment. There is no way a person can read 1,000 well-selected books from the wisest, wealthiest, and most successful people in human history, and this to not change and shape his mind in some way, inspire and program him for success. There is no way. The world we live in is such an endlessly interesting and enigmatic place. Full of mysteries, inexplicable riddles and wonders. And there is so much to learn, to research, to analyze, so much to do, yet so little time. Teach your children to see themselves as a link in the great chain of many generations who have fought for their survival so that they may today have a chance to experience the journey of life. Let them know that their appearance here is not accidental. That nothing is accidental. That they have the important role to keep the torch of knowledge, culture and progress alive and to pass it on to next generations, while adding to it their small contribution, before departing from this world. Teach them responsibility to their ancestors and to future generations. Although the footprint on the universe of each of us is insignificant in itself, the sum of all our actions and thoughts and the way we interact with each other, the type of energy we create and contribute to others, plays a huge role as a sum in the balance of the universe. Learn them to see themselves as a part of the whole. A small but important part. Ignite their curiosity to explore the meaning of life, to understand more about the different theories of the origin of humanity, the real history of the earth, the hidden forces that govern our world and control the governments, secret societies, history of religion, the history of previous civilizations. Also to get information on how to become a good leader, how to influence people, learn about human psychology, art of persuasion, entrepreneurship, finance, marketing. There is so much to know, so much to learn. Lead them on a constructive path that will occupy all their thinking space, put their potential at work, and to use their energy for constructive and meaningful deeds, to be a good force in this world. Because the innate need for meaning lies dormant in each of us. And when it wakes up one day, if it doesn't find any meaningful thing to grab onto and follow, it will grab the first thing it finds: excessive shopping, eating, gambling, drinking, toxic friendship that waste our time in empty conversations. When we don't find meaning by ourselves, we seek some external authority to attach ourselves to and to decide for us, giving us some identity, protection, and a sense of belonging. That could be the government structure, a sect, some profession that we identify ourselves with because we hide behind it, like a policeman who hides behind the law and government to inspire respect that he knows he is incapable to get on his own butt. That might be a football team that this person is obsessed with, and it's like he gets his identity from it. Or it could be an unhealthy obsession with a loved one, where at first glance everything seems to be fine, just a great love story, but in fact this person has laid all his happiness at the feet of the other, sacrificed their identity to suit the taste of the other, and just totally depersonalized themselves because they can't imagine a life or happiness for themselves beyond this relationship. So help them to find meaning and to search it where they should. For this task you should have untackled this issue first, of course, so you can guide them in the process. Gently direct the content your children online so that you are sure it's leading them in a good direction. The good thing is that there is no need for you to have all those detailed conversations in such depth with them, since there are many people on the internet who could do that for you. The good thing about social networks is that they will assist you in this endeavor. Once you trigger a profile's algorithm to look for and show a certain type of content, it will show you more and more of it. Number 7. Teach them to use technology in a useful and constructive way. In an age where digital technology permeates every aspect of life, teaching children digital literacy goes beyond mere competence. It's about empowering them to use technology productively, constructively, and wisely. By guiding them to be creators and critical thinkers rather than passive consumers, we can help them harness digital tools to learn, grow, and even make money, while avoiding the pitfalls of superficial comparisons and low self-esteem. Here are strategies to achieve this holistic approach to digital literacy. Encourage your children to be creators rather than consumers of digital content. Introduce them to platforms and tools that enable them to build, design, and produce. Apps for coding, graphic design, video editing, and blogging can be great starting points. Projects like creating a website, a YouTube channel, or a digital portfolio can foster creativity and technical skills. Show your children how technology can be a powerful tool for learning. Use educational apps, online courses, and interactive websites to supplement their schoolwork. Platforms like Khan Academy, Coursera, and Duolingo can make learning engaging and interactive. Encourage them to explore subjects they are passionate about, from science and math to arts and humanities, using digital resources. Introduce your children to the concepts of financial literacy and digital entrepreneurship. Teach them about online marketplaces, e-commerce, and the gig economy. Encourage them to explore ways to make money online, such as freelancing, selling handmade crafts, or creating digital products. This not only teaches them the value of money but also instills a sense of independence and initiative. Equip your children with the skills to critically evaluate digital content. Teach them to discern credible sources from misinformation and to think critically about the media they consume. Discuss the impact of advertising and the intentions behind branded content. Encourage them to question and analyze rather than accept information at face value. Discuss the effects of social media and digital comparison on self-esteem. Explain how social media often presents an unrealistic view of life, focusing on highlights and omitting struggles. Encourage your children to follow accounts that promote positivity, learning, and growth rather than those that emphasize superficial values. Help them develop a strong sense of self-worth that isn't reliant on online validation. And last but not least, lead by example. Children often emulate their parents' behavior. Model productive and constructive use of technology in your own life. Show them how you use digital tools for learning, work, and personal growth. Demonstrate good digital habits, such as critical evaluation of information, responsible online behavior, and balanced screen time. Number 8, teach them to develop critical thinking. Developing critical thinking in children is essential for their overall intellectual growth and ability to navigate the complexities of the modern world. Critical thinking involves the ability to analyze information, evaluate evidence, and make reasoned decisions, all of which are crucial skills for academic success, personal development, and informed citizenship. In an age where information is abundant and readily accessible, the ability to think critically is more important than ever. Children are constantly bombarded with data from various sources, including social media, news outlets, and their peers. Without the skills to critically assess this information, they may struggle to distinguish between credible sources and misinformation. By fostering critical thinking, we equip children with the tools to question assumptions, scrutinize arguments, and seek out reliable evidence. Critical thinking also enhances academic performance. Children who develop these skills are better prepared to tackle complex problems, engage in higher-order thinking, and understand the underlying principles behind the facts they learn. This not only improves their performance in subjects like math, science, and literature, but also fosters a love for learning. They become curious, motivated learners who are not content with simply memorizing facts but seek to understand the why and how behind them. Beyond academics, critical thinking is essential for personal decision-making. Children who can think critically are better equipped to make informed choices about their lives, from selecting friends to managing their time and money. They learn to weigh the pros and cons, consider potential outcomes, and make decisions that are in their best interest. This ability to think independently and rationally promotes self-confidence and self-reliance. Furthermore, critical thinking is fundamental to democratic participation. Informed citizens who can critically evaluate political arguments, understand societal issues, and make reasoned decisions are vital for a healthy democracy. Teaching children to think critically helps them become engaged and responsible citizens who can contribute meaningfully to society. Encouraging critical thinking also promotes creativity and innovation. When children are encouraged to question the status quo and explore alternative solutions, they develop the ability to think outside the box. This mindset is essential for innovation and problem-solving in all areas of life, from the arts to science and technology. To foster critical thinking in children, parents and educators should create an environment that encourages questioning and exploration. Instead of providing answers, they should pose open-ended questions that stimulate thinking and discussion. Activities that promote problem-solving, such as puzzles, debates, and project-based learning, are also effective in developing these skills. Encouraging children to read widely, engage in discussions, and reflect on their thought processes further strengthens their critical thinking abilities. In conclusion, developing critical thinking in children is crucial for their academic success, personal growth, and ability to navigate an increasingly complex world. It empowers them to make informed decisions, engage with their communities, and approach problems creatively. By prioritizing critical thinking, we prepare children not just for the challenges of today, but for the opportunities and uncertainties of the future. Number 9, teach them to have personal responsibility for their life and everything that happens to them. This means to have an active approach to life. To see themselves as active creators of their destiny, not just as mere victims of random things that happen to them. Teach your children to search for the lesson to learn in every obstacle. Victories give us pride, but they teach us nothing. So if we look at life this way, this means that even when we win, we still fail, and even when we fail, looked from a certain perspective, it's still a win. Live with the feeling that you are responsible for everything that happens to you is an empowering thinking, because it means you can change your reality by changing your behavior, the decisions you make, the choices you make, and the perspective you choose to have. It's all on you. Number 10. Teach your kids to fail with pride and that everything comes to its end, be that good or bad. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just how life is. Everything is in constant movement. And it was designed to be this way, it was supposed to be this way. We are also in a process of constant molding, under the weight of circumstances. Learn your kids to lose with dignity. No one likes to lose, but there are no guarantees in life. You can give your best and still fail. Or someone else's best was better than yours. Just let it be. Learn to read life signs. Sometimes life makes us feel uncomfortable at one place, just to push us forward to move on because something better is waiting for us ahead on the line. Endings, resignations, reach our limits, letting go and starting from scratch can also be achievements. Everything has its end in life. Even the greatest things. But also the worst things. Everything is in a constant movement in this ever-changing universe. Teach them to protect their nervous system, to not be harsh on themselves. When they feel overwhelmed by preoccupation they might have, teach them to pause, to take a deep breath and to imagine the vast, silent nothingness of the space. And how insignificant and temporary our small worries are in the grand scheme of the universe. My friends, we are about to end this conversation. I want you to remember that the habits and values you want to instill in your children, whether it's strong morals, a winning attitude, effective time management, a passion for learning, curiosity about the world, or healthy eating habits, are best taught through personal example. Demonstrating these qualities in your own life is the most effective way to educate your children. Our children are a mirror reflecting who we truly are. Before having children, it might have been easy to shirk responsibility and ignore personal flaws, such as smoking, maintaining superficial relationships, or neglecting self-improvement. However, once we become parents, we can no longer hide from these truths. Our shortcomings and defects will inevitably be mirrored in our children. Therefore, the journey to educate our children begins with educating ourselves.